Hello, Facebook and YouTube friends. This is Pastor Mike with the joke of the day. As you might be able to tell, I'm dressed for a funeral today. I'll be officiating at a funeral in just a little while. And that reminded me not of a joke, but of a true story that happened to me early in my ministry when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. I pastored in a town in Ohio called Brunswick, a suburb of Cleveland. There was only one funeral home in town, and I got to be acquainted with the funeral director there, Mr. Carlson, and he would often call me and ask me to officiate at funerals of people I had never met, people that didn't have a pastor, and I was glad to help when I could. Well, one week he called and said, I need you to do a funeral, and they're not going to have a service here at the funeral home. We're just going to meet the family at the cemetery up in Cleveland, and we'll have the interment there at the cemetery. Just meet me at the funeral home. I'll take you in the funeral coach. We'll go up together and I'll bring you back. I said, okay, sounds like a plan. So I drive to the funeral home, get in the funeral coach with Mr. Carlson. We're heading up the interstate to Cleveland, and I look behind me and there's no casket back there. I said, Mr. Carlson, there's no body back there. Did you forget the casket? He said, no, it's back there. I said, no, I just looked. There is no casket behind us. Where's the body? He said, it's right behind the seat. So I kind of humped over and looked, and sure enough, there was this small box. It was the ashes, the cremains of the person who had expired. So that was my first kind of experience with that. And I'd never done an interment of cremains before. So we got to the cemetery, and the only people there for the elderly person that had passed away were three sons in business suits and their three wives. Well, each one of them had one wife. Three men and their wives. I said the proper words. I read some scripture. I tried to give words of comfort, and then the committal of the ashes to the ground from whence they came. And when the funeral was all over, I shook hands with each of the three men, and one of them handed me three $20 bills as my honorarium for that funeral. Now that might not sound like a lot of money, but back then, for a young man with three small children, pastoring a small church, that was a big bonus and a great blessing. That's my true story for the day. Not really a joke of the day, but I hope it brings a smile to your face. And I hope you'll come back every day, Monday through Friday, for a new story. Have a real good day.